All right, so remember this lesson, lesson 14 in module 1, is on multi-step ratio problems. So we're going to work on a couple here that are going to require more than one step. So it says part of the marketing plan, some businesses mark up their prices before they advertise a sales event. Common practice, they have to make money. So whatever they buy, it's called at wholesale, they mark it up so they can make money. They can pay for the product and then they make a profit. That profit is important. They need it to pay employees, they need to pay utility bills, and they want to make some money. So a lot of times when they put something on sale, they're still making money on it. And that's kind of what you're going to see in this problem here. A furniture store wants to host a sales event to improve its profit margin and to reduce its tax liability before inventory is taxed at the end of the year. So they want to know how much profit will the business make on a sale of a couch. It's going to be marked up. If you're marking something up, you're raising the price by a third, and then sold 1/5 off as a discount. And its original price is $2,400. So let's start with the marking it up. They purchased it for $2,400. Okay. And let's see how much it's marked up. And I'm just going to use the algebra thing here. Again, if you needed to do tape diagrams, you absolutely could. So they're marking it up by a third. And I'm just going to think of this, kind of the method 2 we did in the last video, is I'm going to do 1/3 of 1/3 times 2,400. I'm marking it up by a third. So I'm finding out what 1/3 of 2,400 is. And I'm just going to multiply straight across. 1 times 2,400 is 2,400, or 2,400, however you want to say it. 3 times 1 is 3. And then I'm going to divide that. If you need to, 800. Use a calculator. Or know that 24 divided by 3 is 8, and then 2 zeros. Now that doesn't mean that the price they're going to pay is $800. That means they're marking it up $800. So they're going to take that $2,400 plus the markup of $800, and if you add that together, they're going to sell it to you for $3,200. Excuse me. So now that's the price they're selling to you for, $3,200, except now they're going to do a discount. Now they're going to take 1/5 off of that. So here comes the discount. We're now going to take 1/5 of the selling price, $3,200. And if I go 1 times 3,200 and 5 times 1, and when you divide that, $640. So the discount is $640. Doesn't mean that's what they're selling it to you for. That means that's the price they're going to reduce it. So they were going to sell it to you for $3,200. If we subtract, discounts can be subtracted, markups add, discounts subtract. We're going to subtract $640, and that'll give us $2,560. That's the sale price. So, as always, we want to make sure we're answering the question being asked. How much profit will the business make? Well, are they making $2,560? No, that's what they're selling it to you for. So to figure out the profit, we take how much they're selling it to you for, or to the customer, and we subtract off what they paid. Well, they paid $2,400. So if you subtract these two, you get $160 profit. So even on sale, they're still making $160. Not as much as they would made if they, were able to sell it at $3,200, but they're still making a profit. Multi-step ratio problem. Do the first part, then do the second part. And don't try to do everything in your head. You actually think way too hard when you do that. Okay, last example. A motorcycle dealer paid a certain price for motorcycle and marked it up by 1/5 of the price he paid. Marked it up by a fifth. Later, he sold it for $14,000. What is the original price? All right, so let me go back to the tape diagram here so you can see what's going on. He marked it up by a fifth. Well, if we want to see how well I do here, 2, 3, not too shabby. So there's 5 boxes, right? And this is going to be our original price. Now, we don't know what the original price is. okay, because it's actually what we're trying to find. But we know that each one of these sections, we can break it up into fifths. We know he marked it up. He marked it up. So whatever that 1/5 is, he marked it up by that. Okay, so we have the original price plus this markup, and that's what he sold it for. So if you look here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6/5. 6/5 of the original price. Okay, so 6/5 of the original price. I'm saying the original price here is X, is equal to 14,000. Okay, so whatever the original price was, plus another fifth. This is like 1 1/5, but remember we multiply and divide with fractions. We have to turn them into improper fractions. Now we can solve this equation. Remember this is 6/5 times X. We don't do that. We divide by 6/5. Whatever we do to one side, we do to the other. Now, don't stress out about this. This is 14,000 divided by 6/5. We just write it differently. We write it as 14,000. I'm going to put it over 1 divided by 6/5. Keep it. Switch it. Flip it. That's how we divide fractions, by turning it into a multiplication problem. Keep it, switch it, flip it. I will tell you there is a way to cross reduce here. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to multiply straight across. If I were to go 14,000 times 5, I put that in a calculator earlier. So trust me, I got 70,000. If you find I got something wrong, let me know. And 1 times 6 is 6. Now, little hint, and I mentioned this in the last video, when this means divide. So when I divide, notice this is where I was talking about how we have to round at the hundredth spot because it's money. Okay, so it's $11,666.67 because that 6 tells us to round this 6 up to a 7. So I'll say approximately equal to, try to say that, $11,666.67. Approximately, that's approximately what the original price was. And it's okay. It's okay if it's not exact. Okay? Now I do kind of want to show you, oh, that was bad. I was going to try to break this up, but maybe I'll just use a different color. Okay, I want to show you another way to do it. Oh, I do want to break it out. Okay. Instead of doing this picture of it, what you could think of is the original price. They were looking for the original price. Okay. So here's my original price. I'll call it X. He marked it up by a fifth. So I'm going to add 1/5 to it. So whatever the original price is plus a fifth of the original price. And if you want, you can put a 1 here because this is one whole original price plus a fifth of the original price. And when you put those together, that's a sales price. Original price, X, plus 1/5 of his original price, 1/5 X. Now this becomes 1 1/5 if you add it together, X. But remember, we can't deal with mixed numbers, so if I go 5 times 1, that's 5, plus 1 is 6. This becomes 6/5 X. And if you'll notice, that's actually what we got over here. So you don't need to draw the picture if you realize he's paid the original price, plus he's paying another fifth of the original price, put an X there. And you can figure out the original price just by doing and understanding these ratios, understanding markups and discounts.